So during your career, you had to guard dudes like Kobe, Bron, Kyrie, Steph, and KD. So amongst that crew, who was the toughest matchup for you?
The toughest match was always like K, just because it's like his shot pocket is not. It's like I have to the only way to actually block his shot, I have to read it, and I have to read his commitment early enough to get up high enough to block it, because he actually does jump and release high. So I'm like, that's my only way to really block it. I'm like, to get it in front of his face, his shot is not from here. Mm-hmm. So it's a foul. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I can't really just, it's a foul. Like, if his hand hits a little bit, whether I touched him or not, you're gonna think that's a foul because you're used to KD shooting dead in people's face, smooth motion. So this bothers a ref for just a second. A little hitch looked like I fouled him, and I learned that when I did this shit and turned around and Paul George made sure that his elbow was like this, and they was like, "Iman killed the season." I'm like, "Nah, I turned to see if he made it." Like, I ain't never stopped like that. Like, if I wanted to foul him, I'd have fouled him. Mm-hmm. But it's like, you start realizing that if you can't get in here to change the shot a little bit, I'm like, I gotta get it before it goes up there. And to get it before it goes up there, you gotta deal with 7 foot yank. Yep. Yank. I'm like, bro, I gotta go for when he put it out there, because if I don't, he gonna put it down and lay it up. Like 7 feet. So I'm like, if I gotta deal with a yank, and the shot pocket, I'm like, I know I'm guarding him well, but I'm not bothering his shot. Like, the TV fan is like, he was locking up, he still made it. I was locking up, but he doesn't see me. He doesn't see me. He has no clue where I am. He doesn't give a He knows, yank, I've created space. Like, if you create space and you're 7 feet, it doesn't matter what you do. Either I made it or I missed it. And that's the frustrating feeling to have. Like, I always felt like James, you gotta peek. Like, Steph always like, where the is he at? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what, you uncomfortable, and I know it, because I seen you on tape. You real smooth, and around me, you real checky. Like, you real, it's annoying. Like, even Clay will come off and look for me. Like, man, I know this, and give up on the play. Where the he at? So I can get my shit and fall away from this. Like, KD, nah. To this day, I don't think I've changed his shot. Ever. I might have stole the ball, stripped him before he got up in the air. If he's gone into the post, I might have, eradicated it. Man, by the time he look at the rim, he doesn't give a what I'm doing. He doesn't care. He just trying to get to a nice, calm position. All right, if I can get right here, that ball in my hands, good luck, son.
So when you talk about KD, I feel like he's a guy more than anybody that gets knocked for playing with super teams in this era and trying to surround himself with talented players. I think anybody in life would want to do that, whatever profession they're in.
No, they wouldn't.
They're not trying to. They're trying to what?
Everybody ain't trying to just team up. Like, you can't just throw that out there.
I'm just saying, if I'm in another profession, I want to work with talented people. I don't want to work. You want to work with?
I get what you're saying. But
you know what I mean? Or you want to work? It's like the chick at the club. I'm gonna come with the ugly chicks and make myself look better, right? You don't want to come with the whole.
It's really like if a man been like leading the league and scoring 4-5 years, man,
you want to go against him.
Yeah,
like that's the only. I told you that's the. K know that's his only knock. He know that, but he know that. That's why I do respect him for that. He know it. Like, if you could walk in and you could deal with that, cool, but you know why we want you to do this. So, like, we want you to be a dickhead. Like, you came in as a dickhead that was like, why y'all switching teams? Y'all not loyal. Mm-hmm. Then the ownership does something to you. Somebody else does, things change.
Yeah, for sure.
Things change.
But don't get mad at us for liking Supersonic KD.
Yep.
Supersonic KD was one way.
Yeah.
He was coming to hoop. It was straight out of college. It was not bullshitting. It wasn't into nothing. It wasn't into fashion. Mm-hmm. It was backpacks. It was come get
this work.
That's it.
Come get
and
this
I'm
work.
dipping. Like, I can't lift 185. Don't care. Don't care. 185, don't care. Still a bus on you, I still drop 50 on you. Don't care. And we was loving that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, when you change and you just be like, oh, it's cool, we can team up. Everybody just sort of like, you still raw as but it's just like, you know?